Today we're going to be going for the elusive assurance only high quota leaderboard, which for some reason I haven't been able to get on yet, despite it being one of the easier challenges in the game. The trick here is to hopefully get on the leaderboard before it's time to play Dead by Daylight, because I am playing a lot later tonight than usual. Let's just say that we had a party to send off my brother to the Air Force, and for reasons, I had to sleep it off. Anyway, we're gonna do assurance. I only really have like 2 hours before. Okay, please confirm. Hello? I only have about 2 hours before I can, or before I have to hop onto Dead by Daylight, so we're gonna try to get on this leaderboard beforehand. That's why I have live split up in the event that I end up getting some sort of 10 quota record at the same time. Not very likely, but we're out here. We're also playing in version 64 because I recently got the world record and only submittable record for a Verdance only run, which is a modded moon for the 12 moon high quota category. And I was playing in version 64 and I got good single item day RNG. So I'm hoping that the single item RNG here in version 64 on assurance will outweigh the fact that I have to deal with the man-eater. But yeah, let's do it. Also, there's new ways to deal with the man-eater that kind of makes them obsolete. I saw that Bread uploaded a guide on how to do it. I can't say I remember all of the techniques, but at the same time, with assurance, and especially solo, and especially since I'm gonna half speedrun it, I shouldn't even be in here long enough where I have to deal with the man-eater. I probably should have gone main entrance first, but it is what it is. Got a big room here. All for it. I'm also playing off stream because I don't know how long I'll be playing. Well, I do know how long I'll be playing. It'll probably only be about 2 hours. Unless our Dead by Daylight session is later than usual. We have been having some pretty late Dead by Daylight sessions lately, so it's late enough to where I think I can record this session, but not late enough to where I think I can do a full 4-hour stream like I want to. Well, I mean, ideally I'd want my streams to be 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. But I've only really had energy for 4 lately, so yeah, kind of running with what I think is doable now. With this, I don't think I'm going to pick up the yield sign anymore. Yield sign's super heavy, so... But I mean, at the same time I might, because I might come back for a double... Oh, wow. And a loot room here. We're kind of... This is kind of a crazy spawn, not gonna lie. Wait, is this another loot room? My trip... Oh, okay, I see. I mistook the railing there for this, or for that being a loot room, but we end up getting one anyway. I'm not gonna check up there because it's a big time loss if I go up there and nothing's over there. Looks like I will get the yield sign. We're gonna be a 2 inventory Andy here. Or 2 inventory Indigo, I don't know. What's the official name for this? I don't think the yield sign was over this way. The yield sign was over this way. Maybe the yield sign will help us survive an encounter or something later. We'll see. It's not gonna be the first one we take though. First one we take is gonna be this. And then we get the pickles as well. There's a tatter... Oh, garbage lid. Actually, that garbage lid makes it worth a second trip now. I don't know if I had to jump up here, but we did it anyway. This could be a pretty decent return if I'm able to get it all. I mean, I don't see there really being a reason why I can't. Unless I fumbled somehow. It is kind of a heavy inventory though. We'll deal with it when we for sure have to. Not entirely sure which... Oh, I came in all the way from over here. Right. Do the transfer like this, so I don't have to run all the way back in here, hopefully. I'm kind of risking stuff stealing, or hoarding bugs stealing my inventory down that way. But if I get away with this, then I should be able to transfer all this outside before anything bad happens. Let's start with this one actually, because this is the heavier one. I should be just like right here, yeah. Not a bad first day if I can get this all. You know, I do have the live split on like for speedrunning purposes, just in case. But it's also just to help me stay on pace too, because I might just end up like yapping or lollygagging, but if I have the timer up there, I feel like I'm less likely to do that. But I bring that up because if I were speedrunning, well, one, I'd probably only go with one inventory to begin with. But two, I'm most likely gonna go to main entrance still also, despite the risk of outdoor enemies becoming a thing. But I'm not as scared of outdoor enemies in version 64. Well, that's not entirely true, because version 40 assurance feels a lot safer because I have crouch running, so even if dogs are outside, I can still deal with the dog baboon hawk combo just fine. Theoretically, I should be able to deal with the dog worm combo just fine, but the reason why version 40 is scary is because of how the worms work in version 40. I could just get insta-popped with no time to react. The only counterplay is if I know a worm is on the moon and deciding to leave earlier as a result. We do get an early dog though. Like sometimes people ask me why I find assurance to be somewhat dangerous, and I mean compared to exteriors of other moons, obviously assurance isn't that dangerous, but when you get early dogs like this or early monsters, it can be somewhat annoying to deal with. Because why would I not play risky here still, even with the dog out? We'll see how much loot I need here. For 7 quotas, which is what I need to qualify for the solo high quota leaderboard, I need to... Well, I need to get an average of 230 loot, but if I wanted to make it onto the 10 quota speedrun leaderboard... Okay, there's 2 dogs. I would need an average of around 365, which is kind of hard to do on assurance unless you get multiple inventories multiple times. I might actually... I don't know if I have 365 here. I think I would only get 365 if I actually leave here. I don't think I will, actually. I think we're just gonna... Yeah, we're short. I guess we're just going for the 7 quota. 365 is kind of a lot, I guess. But that's why people don't do 10 quota speedruns on assurance only. That's why you start on assurance and then go somewhere else. Well, in version 64... Actually, 10 quota speedruns start on Val. Go get a beehive and dip. Get some beehive RNG, I guess. But I have to pick a middle ground between wanting to get 7 quotas and wanting to kind of do it a little bit fast. Again, the speedrun part is just so I can finish this run before Dead by Daylight. I'm also doing it off... Well, I feel like I'm repeating myself. Off stream because I don't want to do a short stream, but also so I can lock in a little bit harder. Just completely focus on gameplay. Let's see if it makes a difference. I mean, it has. And honestly, I should have already been on this leaderboard if I didn't mess up my audio. I did complete a 7 quota assurance only once before, but I wasn't recording audio, so kind of hard to submit that one. Understandably so. Why you wouldn't verify something like that? There could be a bunch of shenanigans going on. Whatever. Well, I don't think there's any merit to cheating to get onto, you know, a competitive leaderboard. I also went fire exit again, even though I said I would go to main entrance. So I guess now that we didn't get that much here, we'll actually go to main entrance. Also see if there's any beehives, just in case. No single item days yet. I got so many single item days on the Verdance only run, it was insane. My entire first quota was just all single item days. If you haven't seen that already, it's should be yesterday's video if I'm not mistaken. By the time this goes up, I'm trying to build up a backlog of Lethal Company videos, just so you know. That's kind of like how I create space to take breaks as a YouTuber. I mean, I would like to be present every day or as much as possible, but that doesn't mean I have to be working necessarily every day as well. So building up a backlog is how I can buy some of my own time back. Kind of nice that way. Especially if I'm going to be working all the time anyway. I might as well be a little bit smart and systematic about it. That's kind of what I've lost in the last few months. We're trying to return to that. Tea kettle. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try that again. Spike trap into turret is crazy work. Guess we won't go down that way, but we get a key at least. I don't want to get caught out here either. Okay. Just in case, I'll grab this key. Put this outside real quick. 11 o'clock. Anything fast? Bottles. Oh, there's a loot room down there actually. Check it out. Toilet paper. Red soda, nice. Okay. Very good, very good. It is two-handed items, so I'm gonna have to take at least 2 trips here. Let's see if we can get a cheeky inventory finisher here. There is a spike trap somewhere. Okay. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think I survived that. That's also more two-handed trips than I can afford, so... Can't really see where I'm going, so I'm not gonna take that risk, honestly. Start running back. How much does this weigh? 5 pounds? I'm not gonna bother doing the drop strat with this. We will go back for that tea kettle and bottles, though. Little extra 90 credits never hurt nobody, especially if I'm gonna leave an extra 130 in that apparatus room. You know, I guess I could just internally time it, but the fact that I have to run all the way around and then back around the little apparatus jig is not a dance that I want to do. I mean, I guess it's only day 2 of the quota, but the fact that I'm trying to one try this it's kind of discouraging me from trying that. Just drop this here and try to go for a fast transfer. Hopefully baboon hawks don't spawn and steal my stuff up there. I'm not entirely sure if baboon hawks can steal stuff off of the ship mesh like that though. Because last time I left stuff up on that platform, baboon hawks did go up there, but they never actually took anything. So I'm not entirely sure how that interaction works. And I feel like... They're already baboon hawks? Did they take my tea kettle? Or no, I took the tea kettle, right? It was just the key bottles. Got it. I remember now. In my head, I split those up so that way my first inventory would weigh less, but I guess now we're just gonna get a second inventory that only weighs 19. That also works out too. I guess I would have time to get those extra 2 items, but again, it's a little risky. And I'm not trying to go on multiple runs right now. And these numbers are good, so it's just on pace for the 7 quota. Though I guess ideally I'd want to be over it as many times as possible. Probably should have dropped the key, but it's okay. And we'll hold on to this key when we jump down to fire exit. Man. $291, yep. Do it for our 3rd day. Eclipse, nice. So it is just the fire exit play. And I will bring the key just to guarantee value. One nice thing about version 64, that when you jump down and take fall damage, you get you get more stamina. That's not something that's in version 40. Mine shaft? That's not cool. I don't miss the mine shafts. But you know, theoretically, I'm supposed to be getting loot here. Getting a little unlucky, I think. But I also don't want to get lost at the same time, so... I will lose my mind if I die in here. We did a little left hugging, now we're gonna do a little right hugging. Looking for early loot. I have a homemade flashbang in case anything goes wrong. I think, don't quote me on it, but I feel like, or I think the mineshaft loot was supposed to be adjusted already. Like a robot toy. I might just take this and preserve the key. Now we left hug our way back. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure I already messed this up. Never mind. These are worth the same, so it doesn't really matter which one I take. Let's see if we get any quick... Nice. Ideal. Is that a giant footstep? Am I tripping balls? Sounds like I'm tripping balls, okay. Now we hope nothing bad happens here. We save some stamina just in case. Stop yapping so I can kind of pay attention to what I'm hearing. Like, even on the first day, I didn't hear the dog coming because I was yapping. Not bad, considering. Probably one of the safer eclipses that I've experienced ever. But we'll take it. Probably should have considered looking for my inventory for 130 at that time, but I guess I can figure it out on the way down too. 172. Might be a little underpaced, but it's okay. Surely one of these future days will bail me out. That's what I'm hoping for. 78, 28, with 106 plus 24. Perfect. This is 130. Also a heavy inventory too. Take off. As long as the Jeb door is open, you can take off and know that your inventory will sell. Some one-handed items here. Let's see what we get for a quota 2. 234 is pretty good. And I feel like that's a low roll, which is nice. We want low rolls. The lower the roll, the lower the quotas overall are gonna be. There's some math to know like whether or not you low rolled or not. I'm pretty sure 234 is a low roll. It's not the lowest. You can get like a sub 200 quota too. which is actually insane when you think about it. But these rooms like these are scary, man, because you never know if there's going to be a turret until it might be too late. That's where like preserving your stamina comes into play and knowing your safe zones as you progress through tiles. See what I mean? The loot's pretty decent here. Oh shit. And where there's one turret, there will definitely be more. Actually, there's a breaker box right there too, so I can turn the lights on. Everything to the left to turn the lights on. So now things are a little bit safer. Got the ambient noise of the spike trap. Diabolical ambient sound. I think we're gonna be okay with this, and then go main. Or we just take all 3 inventories here, which I think is pretty profitable actually. Yeah, it was just this way. Especially with how fast it is this way. I might even just go down, check that way. This is at least 3 trips from fire exit. I will take the time to walk it outside though in case of hoarding bugs. One of the, I guess, one of the pain points of playing lower tier moons, you get more hoarding bugs. Something you don't have to worry about as much on higher tier moons, but I mean on higher tier moons you got to deal with a lot more deadly stuff. Hoarding bugs are more of an inconvenience, because they might move your loot around. But would you rather have your loot moved around, or your run ended because you died to something a bit more dangerous? I guess it's really up to the player, the team, etc. Let's see if I can make all 3 trips worth it. Or just a little bit more worth it. I think we're okay. I was looking for something easy. But the easiest stuff I have right now are all 3 of the inventories that I put outside. This is for sure. Well, I don't know about for sure, but this is gonna be close to 230 at least. Oh, is that a beehive as well? I think I saw a beehive. That is a beehive. Well, no, that's a manticoil. Never mind. Beehive would have for sure secured some value here. Okay, well, it didn't collect that, but it's fine. Version 64, you don't have to worry about the scrap being collected, you just have to worry about it being in your ship, which is a nice quality of life thing. But I think only started in like version 45, or one of the version 40s. Was not a thing in version 40. Actually, I don't think it was a thing in 45 either, because I started playing in 45, as far as I'm aware. Well, I might have, I don't know. I started playing in 40 or 45. I started playing on the update where baboon hawks were introduced. Oh, so it must be 40 then. Because they were introduced in version 40. Back when baboon hawks didn't spawn in pairs. Imagine if I knew how to deal with baboon hawks back then, back when they were less of a threat. I mean, I guess it's more important to know how to deal with them now that they spawn in droves. On the moons where they do spawn. But it's kind of nice to have not seen a baboon hawk in a long while. I don't think I saw any on my Verdance run, and because of how infrequently they spawn in version 40. I haven't seen them in a while. Also just on the moons that I normally play too. I mean, I should see some here though, because they're quite common on assurance, but not if I'm leaving before any danger happens anyway. It's as if the whole midnight only training that I underwent had no effect on how I'm playing now. But you know, if I get loot, then what's the point of staying longer than I have to? But Austin, how are you gonna get the solo assurance world record if you don't maximize your loot every day? I don't know what to tell you. I can't even make 7 quotas. Well, I can, and I have. But I gotta do it officially first. Got a bunch of bottles. Like my brother's birthday, or not birthday, Air Force party. I also got my hoodie on today. I thought I should mention that. We got a hoodie Austin variant. Let's see how hoodie Austin does in Lethal Company. Foggy. 232 by the way, just exactly on pace pretty much. No point in preserving stamina there since I basically get full stamina upon landing anyway. Make sure for watch for turrets. There's a landmine on my left. There's a turret on my left. There's steam. I'm gonna check over this way. And if there's nothing up here, I think I will just go to main entrance. There's a loot room on this side. And we found main anyway. Okay. 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 Love to see it. See anything down that way? See if we can get any other cheeky loot. Doesn't seem like it. Preserving some stamina since turrets have already shown themselves. Okay, we're not on pace with this, unfortunately. What the fuck was... Oh. Well, 2 inventories is pretty good. There's a landmine on that side. I guess, you know, progress doesn't have to be where the turret and landmine are. But progress is where it's dark, at the very least. Maybe I go out main and see if there's any beehives to collect. A little late for that now, though. I'm gonna drop these items to get second, because I feel like these will be harder to find in the fog. The baboon hawk nest right here, speaking of the little devils. Also, I'm just realizing I'm talking about foggy beehive collections, which isn't impossible. Especially in version 64 fog, you can actually kind of see a little bit. Got a red cup here, it's almost like my brother's Air Force party. Just kidding, we weren't using solo cups, we were using actual glasses. Never had a drinking problem, for the record. But when I do partake, it does take a little bit of recovery. Nope, even if it's just a little bit, gotta sleep it off. Okay. I think this is good enough. I mean, it's not... But again, we're kind of just rolling for better days later. It might make the end of the run more interesting, like if we just keep this first half a bit more chill. And then we can go a bit deeper later. Eventually I'll get a jetpack too. Get one of those nice version 64 jetpacks where everything works. Or, well, where I'm less likely to take damage. Obviously I could just crash into a wall and die. But it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed damage, you know. All I gotta do is not use the jetpack like a psychopath, and then I'll be safe for the most part. I think I should be just under 200 with that. Yeah, 183. Or zooming through these quotas, I guess. 18 minutes or so per quota. Which I guess isn't really zoom in, but it's definitely faster than what I normally do. The fact that I didn't die on my first quota too is a big thing. That was a crazy thing about my version 40 run also when I was speedrunning. I kind of just fully sent it. Oh. Soccer ball. Which way are you facing? Okay, so you are gonna face the door then. At least you won't face this door though. I think soccer balls are a static 60. I once again went fire exit without checking main. Power's on. Well, we get main anyway. There's another turret down there. Do turrets spawn more in version 64? What's going on here? Do loot rooms spawn with less loot in version 64? What's going on here? Oh well. We'll check this. This isn't necessarily a loot room. I was told that this room doesn't actually have its own, or isn't considered a loot room. This one is though. It just happens to get loot sometimes because loot can just randomly spawn in the network, and I guess that counts as part of the network instead. Okay, well. We're still under 200 with this. Check over this way. Version 64 doesn't spawn stuff in that room. That's not true. It can. I've just been a little bit lucky with how much stuff has spawned in those rooms for me. Did I go here already? Oh no, this is where I came from. That's right. Theoretically, we should be able to take all of this. Maybe I should have dropped that down first. Not expecting that, to be honest. Anyone watching Blue Lock Season 2, by the way? Blue Lock Season 2 arc is pretty fire. I need to catch up on the manga. I think I'm a few chapters behind now. Let's just not get this stuck in the environment. I think the key is just to walk into it instead of run. Because if I run... Well, I guess if I run, it's fine, as long as I don't put it into any weird locations. $57, so it's not just a static 60. But I can't scan it ever. Or whatever. I know the actual spot is supposed to be up there. But this is fine too, as long as I don't jump up there. I think people put it up there for high quota because they like using this spot for something else, like rubber duckies, you know. Get a collection going next to the lever, so in a spot where you can actually see it. 163, yeah, we're underpaced, whatever. Stormy Assurance. Oh, never mind. we get to avoid that. Thank you for the reminder. 234 is what we're looking for. But since I pulled the lever on the 0 day, I guess this bug is still in the game, huh? In version 64? It's still... You still have the slower lever. I guess, man. Let's sell this stuff and then see where we're at. This should get us pretty close. Okay, we need to sell 110 more. 53, let's see if there's something worth 47. I think this engine is worth 48. So this will be 1 over, but it'll be okay. No, wait. I'm short 10.
Your honest work is invaluable to the company.
Slight oversell, which kind of sucks, especially since I'm underpaced currently. It's okay. We ball. I think the next run I want to do after this is going to be back on the 12 moon mod pack. I want to do one of the cruiser only, or the cruiser forward moons. It's just that I think that's going to take a little bit more effort on my side planning wise. Or where I might want to go a little bit slower through it, and I don't want to go slow today. Or right now. I considered not playing Lethal Company tonight and just doing a short Dead by Daylight stream instead. I would have been down to stream Dead by Daylight a little bit before, you know, the private session. But, you know, I haven't built my channel around, or like, built up enough of a Dead by Daylight presence on my channel yet. So I kind of don't really want to do that. I feel like, though, if I streamed Dead by Daylight, I'd get about the same viewers as Lethal Company nowadays. Can't say my, I mean, I do still most of the time get more viewers streaming Lethal Company, but I can't say it's an insane difference to the point where, like, streaming other games right now would be detrimental. Which is fine with me, actually. That means I know, like, the people who are tuning in, at least for the most part, are people who just kind of enjoy being there regardless of what I'm playing. And that's kind of like the audience I'm trying to build nowadays, which is why I'm endeavoring to play other games at this time. Obviously not dropping Lethal Company anytime soon, because it's the breadwinner. Shoutouts, call me bread. But this is the way to really handle variety. I gotta maintain the current game while also introducing other stuff. It's kind of like a whenever I did other variety games, because this isn't the first time I've done variety, but whenever I did do another game, I made sure it never disrupted the Lethal Company schedule, and I think that was one of my mistakes this time around. Because I just completely dropped Lethal Company for a little bit, and just out of nowhere started uploading Dead by Daylight. And hard pivots don't really work like that, unless I'm willing to really tank performance to that end, and yeah, I guess I'm not really down to tank performance that hard. Okay, a live flash before my eyes. But that's why you save stamina. Also good to learn how turrets position themselves, I suppose. I will run back past that turret to the fire exit, because I think it's faster than, what's it called? Going through main. Especially if the safe spot is right behind it, we'll be okay. I do have quite a few two-handed item transfers to do, so... But we'll I think this time will actually be, this might put us back on pace. It is quite a few two-handed transfers. But if we get it all, you know, it should be over 230 at the very least. I might actually take these signs in the first inventory. Oh, well, shit. That's not good. I don't think that scaffolding parkour works in version 64. I still haven't tested it, honestly. I'm not really testing any more parkours. I'm just kind of operating with what I know at this time. Oh, shit. A lot of my, like, testing is going to go to Forsaken Frontiers when it finally drops. You know, I'd really like to do what I can to push the meta in that game. I think there's enough people pushing the meta of this one. And honestly, there's people who are way more efficient at covering Lethal Company stuff than I am. So, I think it's, as far as like guide stuff goes, it's definitely time to think about where I want to put that energy. At some point, I'll be making some Dead by Daylight build guides also. I mean, I know there's even more people who are doing Dead by Daylight guide content than there are Lethal Company stuff. But even then, you know, I guess it's a bit hypocritical to say this, but no matter how many people are doing guide content and tutorials or whatever, build showcases, there's always room for more. Because sometimes it's nice hearing from another perspective why a similar or the same build even works. Kind of just doubles down on how valuable certain strategies, tactics, builds, approaches, etc. are when multiple people are covering it. I guess I could do that for Lethal Company too. Hopefully I can outpace these baboon hawks. I did kind of mess up a little bit. I'm pretty sure the baboon hawks can reach that bottle. I'm pretty like one of the reasons why you drop there isn't just because it's faster than going all the way back up, but also because it keeps your loot safer from baboon hawks than just dropping it directly on the ground. Because, you know, I think the meta for not letting your items get stolen by baboon hawks is more developed than the meta for hoarding bugs not stealing your stuff, because baboon hawks are an enemy you have to deal with on higher tier moons, namely Artifice, Adamant. Artifice and Adamant, since those are moons that are frequented by high quota groups. Speaking of high quota groups, I think Nico is back from his vacation at the time of recording, and definitely at the time of uploading, so we'll see if we end up getting together to do more Lethal Company stuff. I'm sure he'd be down, but at the same time, bro is also looking forward to Forsaken Frontiers just as much as I am. And he is also part of the Dead by Daylight group. So, you know, we ride. We're also thinking of doing some other variety games too, like multiplayer variety. There's some interesting entries that have come out in recent times. But, you know, it would be cool if he'd still be down to do Lethal Company stuff also. There's only really like a handful of people that I enjoy playing this game with. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, that's why it's put up there. Let's just do that, I guess. 301. That I mean, I'm not filling out a spreadsheet or anything, but I feel like I'm better off now because of that. Just put it up there. Okay. There we go. Flooded assurance. Let's see what we get here. Big room? No, network. Apparatus room. I might just pull early apparatus and dip. or not, because 1, it's locked, and 2, oh well. There's an interesting looking room over this way. I'm not gonna waste a key on that one though. I don't know if that was a snare flea or just an ambient sound that sounds like a mouse. Shout out to Mice Run Fast. If you guys aren't following Mice Run Fast on Twitch, go follow Mice Run Fast on Twitch. That guy's cool. Also better speedrunner and high quota runner than I am. People following the Lethal Company speedrunning community should know who he is by now. Oh hey, I can actually afford these. Actually with this, I actually get a decent return already. Wait, how much does this weigh? Oh, it's kind of worth just kicking it then instead. I don't know if the door kicked that or if I did while I was going through the door. But I'm very interested in taking all this and whatever's in the apparatus room before the flood decides to outplay me. Grab both keys just in case. Make sure there's no turrets in here that'll end my run. We just pull and we go. 'Cause I think we're slightly over 200 with this. And honestly, I'll take a safe transfer on flooded. I mean, I've used the safe pathing on flooded assurance on my midnight only assurance run. You know, so it is possible. Actually, I think I could take all this at once, right? Yes, I can. It's gonna be a little heavy, but we're actually still gonna go this way. Because I'm gonna have to walk through a lot of water if I don't go this way. Oh my god, I gotta kick this uphill. Maybe we won't kick it, because it's probably gonna take longer than I want. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna carry it separately. Just carry 2 inventories. It might be slightly faster, but at the same time I can just run instead. Yeah, because if I get early worm here, then my run's over pretty much. And I definitely won't have enough time for another high quota attempt if I die here. We're just gonna try to go as fast and as far as possible. And hope that RNG is good enough to get me there. I mean, that RNG is kind of a big part of like these solo runs. You don't have as much room for error. And like, you know, one small mistake can cost you an entire run. I wonder if I can kick the soccer ball onto the ship from the top here. I think I'll try it. Because if I can, then I don't have to make this jump twice. That's the difficult part, making this jump twice here. So let's see if I can kick the soccer ball onto the ship from the top. I think this will be good information to know. Looks like I can. Okay, well. Can't say I didn't try. What? I collected the soccer ball somehow. It's under the ship, I see. I mean, that worked out better than I thought it would. And we can go before... I don't think I risk getting anything from main. I should, really, but... I want to complete Quota 3. For the record, I did kind of look at the other categories as well, like Quota 1, Quota 3. I didn't look at Quota 6, but Quota 6 is a speedrun category as well. To see if, you know, if those would be categories I'd be interested in checking out along the way. I think Quota 1 world record is around like 12 minutes. Quota 2 is around 22. First quota I spent around 18 minutes completing. And Quota 3, Quota 3 speedrun is 22 minutes. I think I said Quota 2. The Quota 3 speedrun is around 22 minutes. So 6 minutes off from the Quota 1 world record. And 26 minutes and counting off from the Quota 3 one. Now skipping here would be devastating, honestly, but I mean, what other choice do I have? Other than going main. Because I'm locked out here. I get worms immediately. I can know for sure that whatever I hear here is gonna be actually in game. This is a big risk, skipping here. I don't have a key, which is unfortunate. I mean, maybe this is a lockpicker angle, but this is me committing to the RNG bit, honestly. You know, plus side, if this works out and I still get Quota 7 even with that skip, it'll kind of justify that this was okay. But if I lose the run because of this skip, then I get to try assurance only again. I mean, I don't really mind running it down on assurance a bunch of times. I do mind that the one time that I did get it all the way there, kind of I messed up and scuffed it. And not because I didn't complete the run, but because I didn't do it in a way that I can get verified for leaderboard. It's not even a first place run or anything. There are people who have already gotten that first place spot and completed more than 7 quotas. Let's see what 2 inventories does. I don't think 2 inventories will get us to 366. Considering that my average for 2 inventories is closer to like 230 or less. So let's see. $276. So I need to sell 90 more. How do I get to 90 fast? 44. 58 and 44 is close enough. But all these little oversells are gonna add up. Oh, wait, I oversold by a lot actually. My quick maths is off. I was off by 10 down one way the other last quota, and I'm off by 12 the other way this quota. Unfortunate. Way she goes. Can I buy a jetpack now? Not yet. I can buy a jetpack starting next quota. Which will unlock being able to check both main and fire exit no matter what next time. This still Eclipse on assurance? It is. Wow. Oh my god. Don't pull the lever too early, I guess. Wow. 5:30, by the way. I feel like 5:30 isn't that bad. I should have checked for jetpack sales at least, because I might have been able to buy a jetpack if it were on sale. Star sales aren't really something I look for, but it really should be. Brass bell. Lots of two-handed items. I might have to do more than one transfer on Eclipse here today. We can afford to go just a little bit deeper this time. Apparatus room right there, but it's locked. See if I can go around. Nice. Nothing but the apparatus though. Kidding. Nice. With just a little bit of light, we're able to see. Can at least get one full inventory. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up splitting the inventory. Oh, hey. That's a pretty decent hairbrush, actually. Okay. No reason to be pusillanimous here. This is gonna make up for me skipping the last eclipse. I mean, not really, but it'll help. Ideally, we just take 2 item inventories. Oh, whatever, we're gonna go. Let's see what we got to work with. Definitely worms. Dog. My crouch button, left control. 2 dogs at least. I used up too much stamina. There's a beehive. I don't know if I'm gonna run that beehive. Uh-oh. Assurance has a power level of 8, so there can still be worms. There's only 4 confirmed power levels taken up right now between the 2 dogs. Each dog being power level of 2. Worms are also power level of 2. Baboon hawks are 0.5 power level each, but spawn in pairs. I think what I'll do is I'll prepare for the baboon hawks, I guess. At the same time, I feel like doing this baboon hawk trick is a little bit dangerous. Only because I don't know how it works with aggroing dogs to the ship as well. Looks like I have 3 dogs actually. There's one that's stuck in that rock. So that's pretty promising, I'm not gonna lie. Let's I might actually end up running that beehive, to be honest. Let's go do that while this dog is occupied. Actually, I kind of took a lot of damage. The dog is aggroed for some reason. I don't know why. Both dogs are aggroed for some reason. Oh, and I think that dog is still stuck in the rock, actually. We're gonna go this way. Rather not deal with that, to be honest. Get RNG'd by a dog. Maybe they got aggroed on a manticoil or something? But if they're over there, then I should be safe to run this beehive too. But if I'm gonna run the beehive, I actually have to take this to the front. Don't see a worm on my map yet. I think we will run this actually. While the dogs are occupied over there. And just one more time around. Double check for worms here. Looks like we're okay. Okay, then we get the bottles and the brass bell, and then we dip. Hopefully with no problems. I think we go this way though, because whatever is messing with the dogs over there is kind of perma messing with them. Actually, I don't see the other two anymore. I have to be a little careful again. Austin will loot almost nothing on a safe assurance day, but then assurance eclipse? Oh yeah, let's just full send it. I guess I'm just right at home during an eclipse, huh? I did consider doing an eclipse only assurance run just to kind of spice things up. Don't walk directly into me. What are you doing? Where's the other item? Did I bring the bell on my first go? I guess I only have this then. I think I did actually, because I think my first inventory was 3 items. Which is also fine. It's now nighttime. I just saw the icon go from day to night. That's actually the first time I've seen that in my 400 hours of playing. Did not realize there was a distinct day and nighttime. But then again, I think I did notice that, or at least a distinct day and nighttime when tulip snakes would leave. Because tulip snakes leave at nighttime. I just never realized that, you know, there was icons showing the difference. Never really mattered. Well, because it doesn't matter if it's day or night, at least. What matters is what time enemies start spawning. Which varies from moon to moon. And has less to do with day and night times and more to do with the spawn curves of each individual moon. Dogs scare me on this map, by the way. One of my assurance only runs got ended because a dog decided to kill me from inside the ship. An invisible dog, by the way. Is what it is. 370, not bad. Doesn't entirely make up for skipping the eclipse day that other day. Assurance, or stormy assurance now. But it does make it so that it's like I did 2 slightly underperforming days instead of 1 expected performance and 1 non-performance. So a few more of those and I should be quite set. This is the first stormy assurance of the day though, so I'm gonna have to reset or despawn lightning today. If it ends up being viable with the loot that I get here. Which it looks like it might. Tea kettle, wow. But all of this is kind of pretty valuable. So I'm not entirely sure how much I'd want to waste it, you know. Like the least valuable piece of loot is that flashbang, but it's not conductive. Like, I don't want to leave something if I don't have to. It's already too late also to use a store item to conduct. So I think it has to be in like the first 15 seconds or something. I guess if any of these are going to be the piece I leave behind. It's going to be the flask, right? I think the flask is still conductive. So let's drop that out there for now. Okay, let's just grab stuff. I'm not sure where I dropped the soccer ball, actually. Okay, I can grab these, because they're safe. And I kind of threw by not keeping track of the soccer ball, I guess. I might want to go back up there and look for it. Because the value is kind of worth it. That was a lot of lightning. Is there a beehive somewhere? Not risking that. Let's just go. Also, the longer I'm out here, the more I risk RNG lightning. And I did get RNG the other day on Verdance, which honestly wasn't cool. Okay, we'll go look for our soccer ball. I'm pretty sure it's still up there. I mean, that's an extra like 50 to 60. I'm mostly safe on this ladder because the lightning will strike at the bottom, so the higher up I am, the more better off I am, unless it strikes at the top of this rock, which would be insane timing and the end of the video if that happens, because I'm not playing after that. Did I leave it inside? There's no way. I definitely kicked it down. Yeah, I must have kicked it. Wait. I hear a conductive piece of... Oh, it's right there. Okay, soccer balls being conductive is so troll. If I die here, I'm ending the video. Okay. It's striking the top of the pipe. Also, what the fuck, dude? I'm actually gonna die trying to get this thing. Fuck you. This is at this point, it's not even worth it. I fucking hate this. At this point, I'm about to I'm about to leave this soccer ball to be the conductive piece that I need. Fuck this, dude. I'm over it. I'm not over it. That thing's coming with me. That kind of just blew my mood for the run, honestly. Why is like soccer ball even conductive in the first place? If this kills me, I'm uninstalling. 267. I mean, above pace. 446. I would have had to, like, full clear that almost to be on pace for 10 quota. Foggy assurance. Well, I didn't even get to reset Storm, or not reset Stormy, but make it so that stormy weather doesn't affect me on future runs, so I guess we'll farm for a key still. Or tattered metal sheet. I think I hear the apparatus immediately. Tell me how entering through... Because you enter through the fire exit, right? But theoretically I entered through here. Tell me how this works. Yeah, apparatus immediately. Get our key. Coffee mug, gift box. I'll just go check main, honestly. I fucking hate this game. Alright. I guess I will just fully take this then. I was gonna go up on the pipe and go across to main and then come back for this later, but I guess I could just go across to main now, but whatever. We're gonna see what we get in the gift box. Hopefully something cool. I guess I'll leave the key, because I'm going to want that for fire exit instead. A V-type engine out of the gift box. I'm going to walk up this hill to get some stamina back. Also running up the hill, kind of not an efficient use of stamina anyway. I can, especially when I can use it right here instead, when I'm going downhill. Take me a little bit farther. Almost all the way to the ladder. All the way to the ladder if I jump at the end. Hopefully no turret or anything weird. There's an open vent in there. B-type bottles. So there must be a snare flea on the other side of that door. If there's anything in here. The tea kettle. Lots of tea kettles this run. We have time to run both of these. Unless Assurance decides to be mean to me. For the record, the world record for 10 quota in Lethal Company is... Well, actually, I don't know what the record is for version 64 or version 60 plus, when with the new moons, enabled new moons being Adamance, Artifice, and Embryon. But the world record for version 40 at least is an hour 41 set by Table Destroyer. And we're currently approaching an hour 13, only on quota 4, so not even halfway to 10 quotas. So at this pace, I would probably complete 10 quotas in around 3.5 to 4 hours. Just keep that in mind when thinking about how fast these speedruns are. They're shaving literal hours off the time. Some insane stuff to me. I've said it multiple times. The only time I've ever done more than, or 10 quotas plus, is when I did the hardcore Iron Man with Nico and Crew Inc. I think I'd be able to get there a little bit more consistently if I got a squad together and tackled challenges that required us to get to 10 quotas. For example, like any category on the high quota leaderboard, which requires groups of 3 or 4 to complete at least 10 quotas to submit for the leaderboard. And now that I think about it, it might be optimal to pursue 10 quota, or like the 10 quota leaderboard as a trio or a squad, because what you can do is you can just follow the speedrun rules at the same time, and every run you complete will just so long as you're following the speedrun rules, will qualify for both leaderboards at the same time. The reason why I say you should abide by the speedrun rules is because the speedrunning leaderboard does not allow for mods, and high quota allows for optional quality of life mods. So might as well just do it in vanilla and go for both. Then you get to submit to both leaderboards and be on 2 leaderboards instead of just 1. The main difference is that speedrunning allows external comms on Discord, and high quota does not. So you would be slightly nerfed in your speedruns if you do it this way. But at the same time, people who are if you're going for a world record pace in either speedrunning or 10 quota, you don't want to do this cross strat because you want to optimize your strategies specifically for the format that you're pursuing the world record in. But for most people, like myself and stuff, who aren't really interested in being world records and are more interested in just being on the board in general, that would be a viable way to approach things. That's probably, like, if I ever get a squad together for that again, it'll probably be something like that, depending on what the goal is. That would be my goal. I would propose it to them and make sure everyone's on board. And yeah, we'll see if I ever get a group like that together, though. The thing about curating groups and stuff is that normally, you know, I'll have to commit to a time slot and find a middle ground for other people to commit to as well. But I don't really like blocking off times in my day and committing to stuff like that. I like being a bit more flexible. Which is why during the Forsaken Frontiers playtest, Ocals was just kind of putting out times for people to join a lobby if they were available, and that's kind of like the format that I vibe the most with. Hold on, let me see what math I need right here. 45, 476. So I need 54. I think this thing is like 54, or it's 53. Let's see. Yeah, 54. Is my math off? Like, what the fuck? Why is my math so off today? Oh no, I was exactly right. Never mind. I could have bought a jetpack there, but look, I got the gamer number. Hopefully I don't need a jetpack this quota, or else, well, I guess what I could do is I could just land on back on company building and get it if I need it. Honestly, like, unless someone's like just setting up an open lobby for me to potentially join like that at basically whenever I want, or opt into it and run anyway, even if I don't show up, it's not very likely that I will get a group together like that. And if I try to host an open lobby like that, I want to make sure that I know what kind of run I'm doing from the start. Or I'll have like a solo option in the background, or as a backup plan. But I'm always ready to do a solo run of some sort, which is why I don't really bother going for the group ones. I really don't miss this interior. Got the main entrance right here. I guess we'll call this just in case. I can't really skip mineshaft though. That makes no sense. many keys. So many keys. Might be the longest time I've had to look for. No comment. If they put turrets in the mine shaft, that would be super rude. I'm not even sure if they don't. Might as well load up on keys. Wow. 1, I didn't mean to do that. 2, I didn't take any fall damage. I'm gonna secure all of my keys. I might need them for future runs. And to make sure I have one to lock out stormy weather immediately. I can just jump out with one and drop it somewhere. And hope it doesn't... hope the RNG doesn't kill me. So what if I just drop it somewhere important, like incredibly important, and get struck? That would be a new way for me to die, actually. We've been finding some creative ways to die in my failed runs lately. I'm not following the "Don't hug me, I'm scared" warning about being creative. That else, "Don't hug me, I'm scared." I'm really about to underperform on a mild day because it's a mine shaft, which is supposed to have more loot. Not worth the danger, I don't think, though. I'll do another mine shaft only run, though. Don't worry. I don't think I'll learn anything, but maybe I will. I like familiarity with tiles, right? Because during the latest Forsaken Frontiers playtest, they introduced a new map called the Tunnels. And in a group, we didn't run tunnels very often because people just wanted to play the more fun maps, or at least the maps that we had dedicated strategies for. Like, it was just undeniable that Hospital was the most lucrative map, and oftentimes being able to bring back big bags is the most fun part about the game. But I wanted to learn the new map too, because just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's not doable. We just have to change up the strategy. And towards the end of the playtest, I started figuring out what the strategy was, and it was a completely different pace than what we were normally used to doing in big groups, which is why I tried to learn it solo as well. If I was into Lethal Company as much as I was into Forsaken Frontiers, I probably would have taken the time to learn Mineshaft. But, you know, Lethal Company isn't supposed to be a high-performing game, whereas Forsaken Frontiers is. So, I think that might influence why I have a good time learning Forsaken Frontiers over Lethal. But at the same time, Forsaken Frontiers is new, right? And new things are exciting. Because when early Lethal Company, I was super excited to like learn new things and really try to push the boundaries of the game, you know, especially since there weren't too many people doing it. But just like how, you know, there are people out there, or there are people more dedicated to Lethal Company than I am, and I think they deserve the attention more than me at this time. And like stuff that they make, there'll be more heart put into it than what I can put together. I can't say that I can wholeheartedly learn Mineshaft, especially when my arch nemesis decides to make an appearance in the dark. I might actually uninstall if that spider kills me. I'm gonna get stutter stepped again. Needs to have a flashlight. This might be a main entrance angle. Oh, well. I don't know about that anymore. Maybe this gives the spider enough room to set up before it decides to harass me. Hopefully. Ideally. Okay. Hold the phone. If there's anything down here for me too, just in case. Nope. Now we can go back. Hopefully the spider didn't decide to follow me all the way here, or else I don't know what I'll do. This is a good inventory. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Get that on the way back. Let's get all this loot. Lock in for a second here. This can change like the flow of the run also. Hopefully in a good way. Seems like the spider's gonna be nice to me this time. Oh god. Looks like the spider isn't gonna be my only problem here today. Surely I left hugged first, right? That is correct. Surely Bracken is here. Might wait for him. Can't come from any other direction. I don't even know if I go back, honestly. Kinda don't want to. For a big bolt. I'm gonna lose a run for a big bolt. I feel like I didn't drop that cube properly. No, we're okay. Bracken was taking 5 business days to make an appearance. I think with this loot we're above threshold anyway. Is there a dog? Am I tripping? I don't know why I dropped the one-handed items in my two-handed item pile. I guess I don't want easy loot transfers. Oh, okay. I thought I had more, but I guess, you know, 2 full inventories is pretty good, you know. I guess I did have more because I had like the key and the big bolt that I left behind. It's probably worth it actually. You know, I'm working with really small margins here to be on pace. I'm also low rolling pretty hard, so I might be okay either way. Like I only need to complete this quota and 2 more, and it's not as high as it should be, or as I'm used to. That's fine with me. 320 is pretty good. It would have been even better if I had the big bolt as well. Be like at least 100 plus over pace. I'm not picky though. Eventually a single item day or a beehive will sort me out, so kind of what I'm playing for. At the same time I can get days like this where I get absolutely nothing. Unless... Okay. Don't speak too soon. Get 3 items immediately. Not the highest value items. Pretty decent stop sign though. Oh, and that a big room also? Alright then. Oh no, it's not. It's just weird lighting. We'll go forward though. We get main. Is this a loot room? It is. Is there a loot in it? There is not. don't know what that little stutter was. Get killed by random stutters again. Thought that might have been an apparatus room. A little helpful. Okay, killed by a pipe here. I'm good. There's a hoarding bug somewhere, so I'm gonna go secure what's mine. Maybe there's a beehive. I'm going the right way, right? Okay. What the fuck? Where am I going, dude? I just scanned main entrance. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I was just checking for beehives over there, just in case. But I'm gonna tell myself. Foggy dipped. Gotta throw the egg, because if you drop the egg and it explodes, it kills you. For some reason, the Easter egg does enough damage to kill you if you drop it directly at your feet. Well, that is something I'm trying to avoid. Something I've done before. Something I'm not trying to repeat. I try not to make repeat mistakes. Turns out there's a lot of different ways to make mistakes in this game. You don't have to keep making the same ones. One mistake that I will continuously repeat, though, is playing for the RNG and not getting it. It is what it is. You know, playing for positive RNG is sometimes a sustainable way to approach the game than just actively avoiding negative RNG. You know, I'd say there's a lot more negative RNG than there is actually, that's probably true. There probably is a lot more negative RNG than there is positive RNG, so which in turn would make playing against negative RNG a more consistent strategy. But playing for positive RNG can be kind of lit too, especially if you actually get it. I mean, no matter how hard you play against negative RNG, you're still gonna have to come face to face with it. Especially when you want to perform exceedingly well in this game. So might as well play as if you're going to actually experience the good of this game as well. Single item day incoming. That'll just get me 500 plus. Maybe multiple of those. 7-Eleven. Okay, I did the exact thing that I've been worried about for my entire Lethal Company career. I dropped the cup somewhere where I can't get it. God fucking damn it, dude. This is why I only transfer two-handed items on this part. That was an expensive cup too. You know, I did it because I was asked why I don't drop why only bring two-handed items? And that's exactly why I do it, whatever. And hopefully I get that cup later. No, I don't think I dropped it in the water. I think I dropped it that early. What the fuck though? Unless that's it on the floor right there. I'm just being pissed for no reason. Hopefully it's still there when I leave. I mean, there's sometimes when that happens, it just kind of stays there. I'll just have to get off the ship kind of early and grab it before the ship lands back on top of me. Kind of hard to not be jaded sometimes. Where the fuck did it even go? Like, is it even under here? I can't even scan it. Can't even see it. Did that shit just disappear? Like, what the fuck? Like, actually, where the fuck did it go? Damn it. Is that it right there? No, that's just the bottom of the ship. Maybe I don't get it back then, I guess. Slightly under still. I think the oh, well, I didn't sell this yet. Bullshit, whatever. 250, no, I'm still a little short. By like 98. How do I get 98? I don't really care. I'm just gonna sell for 100. Might as well. I'm already under. I just lost like 43 credits. Still no jetpack. Alright. I'm just not gonna buy anything, I guess. I'll eventually buy a jetpack. Sub 1000 would be cool here. Holy fuck, that is the lowest roll I've ever seen in my life. Guess the game's apologizing for giving me that, for disappearing my coffee mug. I might still get it back though. I mean, I could get it back here on assurance too, because those, like, those, whenever an item is under the ship like that, it goes to every moon. I was not expecting a sub 900 quota 6. That's actually insane. The game pisses me off a bunch, but sometimes it gives me rolls like that, and I can't stay too mad. Gotta be fucking shitting me. Nah, bro. Cause what the fuck is that? That's why they give me like this low quotas. They're gonna give me some other crap to make up for it. Double turret in the openings. I'm surprised the second one didn't target me, but take what we can get, honestly. A little scared that I missed that jump, not gonna lie. What the fuck is that, dude? Are you serious? I'm not jumping back that way, because the turret can get me there. Definitely not in gap jumping here. Belt room jump, industry jump, what do you guys want to call it? I think I first heard Costco man name this room the industry room, and then Bread in his guides calls it the belt room. But I guess as long as we know what we're talking about. Both of them are better names than big room, because big room could mean literally anything. It can describe a lot of rooms in Lethal Company. I don't even want to stay on this one, honestly. That's some shit. I've seen some shit on this moon already. I don't know if I want to see more shit. I'll probably check main this time. For real, for real. Don't mess this jump up again. Okay. Like I said, I don't like making the same mistake twice. I already made that mistake earlier this run. And a mistake I've made on previous solo runs is going deeper on moons that have already shown to be turret heavy moons. And also expending all of my stamina on turret heavy moons, just not a winning strategy. This is at least 3 trips that I have to make now. Glad I checked main this time. Oh my goodness, hold on. Turrets can spawn in this room though too, so gotta be careful. Alright, we're dipping. This is already better than I thought I was gonna get with spawns like these, so... Gonna tap this in. Maybe there's a beehive still too. I might go for the garbage lid last because it's only 20. But at the same time, the inventory over at Fire doesn't take that much time to get. There's baboon hawks already. I give up on the garbage lid. Those baboon hawks are 100% stealing the garbage lid. But I don't think they can steal the fire exit loot that I dropped. So this will be a good time to test that or see for ourselves. Oh, I also never recovered the recovered the clipboard, so I can't do that strategy. I mean, I think I can still use the post-it note for that. But they 100% steal the garbage lid, and I'm just gonna have to get over it. But I'd rather they steal the garbage lid than whatever I have here. Yeah, see, like, they didn't take this stuff. can have that. I'm not gonna bother stealing it from them. This moon just has insanely bad vibes. Turrets. Baboon hawks. Yeah. Oh, there's a baboon hawk nest up there. Stop. I guess I could try to steal the garbage lid if it's just gonna be right there. I don't care. I'm injured also. Imagine if I got by baboon hawks from right there. I feel like I have enough anyway. I mean, I definitely have enough for this quota, so everything we're getting is for quota 7. 248, yeah, that's above base slightly. Still mild weather assurance. Still not punished for not having a jetpack. Jetpacks wouldn't even help me on some of these days because there's a lot of two-handed items. There's a world where I buy a company cruiser for this. Honestly, I feel like it's slower if I get a company cruiser because I have to deal with actually bringing that thing here. Not even really optimal, I feel. I think I brought a key. There's a loot room here. Got at least one locker. We get a double locker. Hopefully we get sorted out here. Yield sign isn't necessarily my idea of being sorted out. Either it's an Easter egg, but we'll take whatever we can get. I didn't see what that number was, but I'm just not going to look at it. Actually, it might upset me later. It looked like it was higher than 20, at least. I might honestly carry this Easter egg with me. Just so I don't lose it. Looks like there's main entrance over there too. Go take a quick peek to the right. It's not main, it's just a really well lit room. Anything else down here? No. What about down this way? Nope. So, progress might be behind the security door. Let's just open this. Read up an inventory slot at the very least. What about down here? Alright, well. Get one full inventory. And we can go check main. Depending if I take damage from this or not. From this Easter egg. Gonna be a heavy inventory thanks to the yield sign, but we can at least lighten our load a little bit by dropping the bottles. One of the easier items to drop tech. Mantic coil. There's actually a beehive. They might be sorted out. Just don't take our damage from this Easter egg and it'll be fine. It's a big ass manticoil. I never actually got the scan off on it, that's a shame. I was right, it was higher than 20. Oh god. Fucking shit. Okay, well. Come on then. $97, I mean it's better than nothing. I think we'll check main still. We have time. It would be kind of a miss to leave this early. Especially since I underperformed on some of the previous days. If there's a time to go, it's like, you know, now. It's like damage control in case I get eclipsed or flooded. Flooded's gonna be the more dangerous. But actually, I just buy a jetpack and then all of a sudden flooded's not so bad anymore. Just remember to buy a jetpack for the last quota at least, Austin. Control pad. Key. Spider. Well, the spider can't cross over, so I'm okay in that regard. I just won't go that way. People who have been following my recent runs know that spiders tend to end them. So, not... Speaking of stuff that ends my run, something just spawned in behind me and I don't know what it is. Honestly, I hope I never find out. Where was that toilet paper roll? Did they steal it? Did I put it outside already? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I guess I'll never find out what spawned behind me. Start with this inventory because it's the most expensive. Save some stamina just in case. But I am interested in taking all of it back. Again, jetpack wouldn't really help me here. Not really anyway. Actually, well, I mean, it would help me get there a little bit faster, at least. And then I could just leave it, because I have enough money to leave it. I'd rather try to high perform now than on 7th quota where it counts a little bit more, and where I might have to do it in more dangerous conditions. If baboon hawks take it, so be it. Run down hills, walk up hills. Yeah, I'm not going back for those bottles, unfortunately. At least the worm is behind me. I know for sure it's behind me, but yeah, we'll be okay. I'm pretty sure we're well over 230 with this. Or 30 is pretty good. Another clear day on assurance. We're just not gonna jetpack then. We have almost enough keys to take a key every day for the last day of 7th quota, which is nice. Honestly, I might skip. I might go next. Because this interior is screaming death. See what I mean, dude? I mean, there's a soccer, or there's not even a soccer ball. I'm gonna go next and hope that I have enough for quota 7. I might at least check Bane. I mean... There's a beehive also. Wait, that's a soccer ball? Let's move it. I'll just be over 100, nice. We'll see if there's anything free here. There's another beehive, I just take the beehive and leave. Without dealing with the whole elevator thing. What even is the mineshaft chance on assurance? That's now my second one. Make sure I don't get turreted here. Yeah. Bye. Yeah, bye. This is better than nothing. This brings me closer to 200. It's gonna be just under. No, I'm good. I just won't. I could kick this, but you know. What difference does it make at this point? Go up on the left side here since I have bees on the right. Alright, just one more quota to go. I mean, considering that we almost, or pretty much got the same amount that we did, or we needed for this quota, that should put us at a decent amount to start with for quota 7, so I just gotta kind of tap this one in and hope nothing goes wrong. I think the worst case scenario, I get like a stormy assurance, because I still haven't glitched the weather yet. Let's see if the coffee mug is down there. No, I just lose the coffee mug from earlier. That's super cool game. Thank you. We're at 889 for the quota, right? Let's start with this. I don't think it's enough yet, but I mean, it's... Actually, I don't know if it's exactly 12 objects. You can only sell 12 items at a time anyway. Let me get this one last one. Nice. 460. About halfway there.
Your hard work is invaluable to the company.
51. $224. So we're gonna need like 205, I think. 205. There's something for 45 I can sell like this. 46. Good enough. I'll buy the jetpack here. I'd buy 3 of them, honestly. 2 of them. Or 4 of them. 3 of them. %40 off stun grenades. And I guess I could buy the belt bag. Get shovel, stun grenade, whatever. Okay, we're scanning at least 526 to at least 608 to start. So things are looking pretty good, and that's not including what I have up here too. So they probably have like 800-ish to start. So as long as I don't die, and I don't just land leave 3 times without looting, I should have enough. If I get a sub 1000 quota 7, that's gonna be nuts. I don't think I will, but maybe sub 1100. Oh, 1173. Eclipsed, sure. I mean, that's why I have the jetpack. Should have put the jetpacks closer to the entrance, but it's okay. I'm asking to get turreted here. Garbage lid. Bottles. And what the f— remote? I'm gonna prioritize one-handed items here if possible. I really don't think I need that much for quota 7, so running two-handed items in an eclipse might be an unnecessary risk. But I'm getting quite a few of them. Unfortunate. Gonna get baboon hawks. Trying not to get got here. Alright, one more door. Oh no, that was the door, wasn't it? Nope, good enough. Two worms, good idea to not run the what's it called? Two-handed items in. We're just gonna pick these up just in case. $159, not bad considering. I guess the jetpack or the belt bag would be good so I can run the jetpack back with less carry weight if I have to run a two-handed item. Like for right now, for example. Yeah, no. The game wants to end my run. You're in now. We'll go check main real quick before we take everything back. I might have to run a two-handed item from main still too. Sorry about that flight path. Kind of stretching my fingers mid-flight. Nope. Like I said, I don't need that much to meet quota, I'm pretty sure. I scanned like 600 without scanning the soccer balls, so... It's also almost Dead by Daylight time. Maybe we'll get an 8th quota, we'll see. It is kind of low performing to not get an 8th quota though on assurance. But again, I would probably have to spend more time on each moon to do it if I did it. One more day. If it's stormy, then I might just skip. Nope, just regular. I was fully expecting the stormy weather, to be honest. Let's tap it in. Part of tapping it in also means not exploding against the wall with the jetpack. We got a single item remote day. Oh, and there's 2 turrets. There's actually one back there too. I don't even think it's worth going for that other one. No, dude. I don't even care. I'm leaving. I have enough. I'm fairly confident that I have enough. There's no way that I don't. Not with how many low roll quotas that I got. Might have been worth checking main, but honestly, dude, like, the turret RNG does not make me want to stay. I just want to actually get on the board. For once. This solo assurance has been eluding me for so long. For no reason. Let's just get it. I only got the single item day though on the very last day. I'm not touching anything. I'm not even putting any loot in this corner. Because I'll have the luck of finding a way to drop a 2-handed item off this ship. Somehow. Now we go. Probably don't even need to sell all this, to be honest. I'll have it ready, in case. $332. Yeah, we're already halfway there. In just 3 inventories, I think we'll be okay.
We value your commitment.
I don't even need to sell any of our soccer balls. Just get a little soccer ball stash going. Yeah, with those 3 beehives, yeah, we are A-okay. I don't think we get enough for an 8th quota though. I think I would have had to perform on the days where I left early to do so, and especially the single item day. It's okay. Sell this and see what I need. Might not be as much as these 2 beehives here. 71. $123. If I find something that's worth 52, I'll get there. But I'm pretty sure I can preserve this beehive. Probably sell one of these soccer balls, actually. Only thing is I'll never know how much they are until I sell it. $50. So 71 doesn't get me there anymore. 15. 65 will get me there. Probably the lowest sell that I can do. Which puts me at a random amount left. I have no idea how much I have in soccer balls up there. Oh, we're still short. Fuck. Alright, I'll sell the other Easter egg. Let's get the other variable out of here. I really should double check my math on these cells, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I hope they didn't leave. Doesn't change the fact that this is 297 plus whatever's up here. I still kind of want to get an experimentation only leaderboard spot. I think that's going to be harder to do than assurance because I'll have to mostly full clear the moon every time. 1560, that's pretty low still. If I get around like 300 per moon, I might actually be able to do it. So we'll actually like perform a little bit. I mean, now it's like it's lower stakes now since I got what I came here for. As long as, you know, my recording's fine. But, you know, I figured out what my recording problem was. It's that I was recording audio I was using application audio capture on OBS, which is still in beta, and apparently it's pretty dog. Pretty DS, if you will. And it just kind of randomly gives static audio. And that's what happened. Or yeah, that's what happened to my assurance only one. So I just went back to using desktop audio. The reason why I was even interested in splitting game audio separately is so I could like be in Discord and not have to like record everything everyone's saying. It records, but I won't have to put it into the videos if I didn't want to. That was mostly for a Dead by Daylight thing, because it was something I never had to deal with playing Lethal Company, because a lot of communications happen in-game with the proximity chat to begin with. So playing Dead by Daylight, where we're in a Discord call, introduced a new obstacle that I had to deal with, that I never had to deal with previously. Well, we got our coffee mug back, I guess. Still a little upset about it, to be honest. We move on. I would have been more upset about it if I didn't perform enough to get onto the leaderboard this run. We're out here. Might pull the apparatus early. We're getting some decent loot, so maybe not. A little too dark to proceed. An amount of loot, honestly. Pretty sure it came from the top of this room, if I'm not mistaken. I want to check real quick. Oh, we didn't. But we didn't come from here either. Oh, shit. Maybe it was up there then. Oh, fuck me. Figure out where I came from together then. No, fuck. You come down here? Or are you stuck up there? It's not ideal if you're stuck up there, to be honest. Nah, fuck, I'm dead. That's actually good. Believe it or not. Ripley's. I don't know if I can go on top of this ship though. We'll find out. I'm actually not even gonna find out if it can come up here. This apparatus is unfortunately not gonna be collected. I don't see how I'm gonna collect it with the man-eater out there. The Mad Easter, if you will. It doesn't still eat loot in this phase, right? I'm just gonna wait it out, honestly. I don't think anything gets me up here, so... I'm not confident in beating it to the ship either. We'll just hold. You know what Zeker should add to lead the company? A flying enemy. The bona fide flying enemy, so you can't use spaces like this to be safe. Imagine a flying enemy on Assurance. You can't stay on this rock, you can't stay at the fire exit. Nowhere is safe. Just something to keep in mind. I would probably hate it though. You know, if a goal is to just take away safe spaces, even though I had to buy a jetpack to get up here in the first place, you know, it might be worth looking into. I'd probably die from this height, if I had to guess. I mean, it's a similar height to that, and I don't die from that, but it's slightly higher, and that slight height difference might make a difference, you know? Although, over there, sometimes I land on the floor and still live. This time I know for sure that I'd be landing on top of the ship, so maybe I'd be okay. Not a risk I'm gonna take here, though. Can't believe we did avoid the man-eater for 7 straight quotas though, so I guess it's fair that we get it this time. I'm gonna go at like the last possible second. I don't know if I dropped everything properly into the ship, but I mean, at least we're gonna secure something, right? Like most of it. That was still the first day of the 8th quota, damn. And that's all I got, damn. Thank you, man-eater. I wasn't about to try and kill it for the first time ever on this run. That's where like playing not solo helps too. I can afford to try and fight the man-eater. I actually think it's insane that for like the high quota requirements for solo is the same as for duo, because I feel like 7 quotas as a duo is significantly easier than doing it as a solo. I feel like we can clear 7 quotas as a duo with our eyes closed. Doesn't even matter who I try it with. I'm also not going to complain. I'd say the only one where it would be really difficult to get 7 quota as a duo is probably experimentation, just because of the loot density. The difficulty is actually just trying to get enough loot. I could just put this out in front of main. I mean, it's one-handed items. I can fly for them. And we're gonna get that apparatus too. Are the lights not on in here? Oh. Now we go before the Mad Easter comes and get us. If I don't get enough for 8th quota, it's fine. We're just gonna try to pad our stats a little bit. Might get good RNG on the last day too. I feel like it's gonna be Eclipse or Stormy. I think the most, like, if there's an ideal storyline here, it would be Stormy. To kind of punish me for how I treated Weather earlier. By not leaving a conductive piece of scrap. But that's why I also didn't want to leave an expensive conductive piece of scrap. Because, like, I haven't even gotten Stormy again since that one day, and it's been almost 8 entire quotas now. 1 out of 20 plus days, Stormy. I mean, that's where I get good RNG, I guess. I get good weather RNG. Looks like I took all of my jetpacks already. But it's fine. It should be early enough to where I shouldn't die as a result. You just simply run back and fly them all back. Everything else is one-handed, so should be okay. I unfortunately don't think I'm gonna have enough to meet the smallest 8th quota that you'll ever see. Do I not have 3 jetpacks anymore? Am I tripping? Almost lost my second coffee mug, it seems. Gotta make sure it drops all the way into this ship. Alright. Last day, most likely, of the run, unless I somehow Unless I somehow have more than 1560 here, but I doubt it. I have to get real lucky on this last day, I'm pretty sure. I mean, already starting off with decent amount of luck by not having weather. No turrets. At least immediately. Wow. 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 No, just two-handed items, it's cool. Oh wow. Actually. Wow. I mean, it's a lot of two-handed. It is a lot of two-handed. And there is a thumper. Down there, though. There's no way it kills me. We'll just take this and call it a day. Like, if I get all of this, this is gonna be super decent for the stats, at least. Might even be faster to buy a cruiser. Just load it all in the cruiser instead of run back and forth a bunch of times, but buying the cruiser on assurance is a meme. If anyone's ever done it and watched the cruiser just fall to the floor, it's kind of funny. The first time Nico ever bought a cruiser, I think, was on assurance, and it just fell on him and killed him. I'm just gonna bring it all down, I don't care. If the Mad Easters get them, then we'll be okay. Still. I still have like the two one-handed items up top. Grab this one. Just in case the Baboon Hawks can't get that bottle. I'm fairly confident that they can, though. A little too low to the ground. One more trip on foot, then we jetpack for the last items up top, and we call it a run, most likely. We'll see how close we got to 1500 though, or whatever it was that I got for quota 8. If I'm short by under 100, then like the little oversell, or if I'm short by like 70 or so, then the little oversells that I did plus the coffee mug that I lost would have made the difference with my current approach. But if it's like a couple hundred more or off, then me leaving early is what will have costed the run. But those are hindsight things. Like what could have an alternative is that I could have played those moons out and died to something random, in which case I wouldn't even have made it to 7th quota or completed 7th quota in the first place. So like those lines of thinking goes both ways. I think the real way is to just kind of pick one and be happy with your decision, regardless of what happens. Good outcome, bad outcome. We're gonna get the good outcome this time. And if I get if I do get 8th quota here, then we'll get a better than expected outcome. Because obviously, I've been going into this just kind of hoping to pad the 8th quota stats. But if we get a completion, then that's even cooler. I'm not confident though with the amount that I'm scanning right now. Maybe like over 1,000, I think, at least. But an extra 500 or 600 on top of that? I'm not sure. It really depends how many soccer balls are up there, but I already sold one of them. 284 is not bad though. Who knows, maybe there is a world. I don't think I had 700 on the ship though, before this. We'll see. We sell everything this time. I will just go in the corner here. I'm gonna look down and it should be okay. All two-handed items now. All my one-handed items are over in that pile since I dropped all of them through the ceiling. Let's sell all of these first, and then we'll see how much I got for the soccer balls after. See if the soccer balls makes the difference. $333. Yeah, I'm not very confident. That number has to be a little bit higher, he thinks. $491. This one should be a higher sell though.
This wall cannot contain it.
This wall cannot contain me. Crazy. It's gonna be somewhat close. Not gonna be close enough though. Like, you're asking me to have like $500 worth of soccer balls up here. I don't think that's true. I think there's only 4 of them up here. Yeah. No, we don't get it. Unless these are worth more than I thought, but I highly doubt that. Definitely could've... 8th quota is definitely doable. Gotta try a little bit harder next time. I just wanted like a baseline score first, and a score to beat, I guess. Can't even scan these to know how much, so we'll only know after I sell. Is it over 1300 though, is the question. I have no idea how much soccer balls are worth. I thought they were static 60, but I was proven wrong earlier today, so... Let's see. I'm just gonna pull this because I have nothing else, right? Yeah. Figure it out in orbit. 1282. 261. Okay. I mean, they were worth more than 60, those ones, at least overall. Off by 260 something. So, not that far off. Just a little bit more on each moon and we get there. But next time. Score to beat is 7 completed quotas next time.
As you have not met the profit quota,
1282 of 1560. That'll be it for assurance. We'll do something else tomorrow. And stream it as well. Go check out some final stats. Didn't realize the light switch also got ejected. The light switch got ejected with me just now. Write these down real quick. 1282 of 1560, and then total scrap will be 5,371. Okay. That'll be it for the assurance run. We'll be back with more Lethal Company next time. Peace out, y'all.